folks, you're watching News Watchin'. I'm Victoria Kellogg. As Halloween approaches, there's been an increase of reports of witchcraft and occult activity. Alleged witnesses to such activity claim they've seen strange red lights and a mix of screams and chanting. Our reporter Lucas Hoffman is now live at what he claims could be an occult ritual in progress. Lucas?
Well, Victoria, I wish that were true. However, as myself and our crew arrived on scene, the ritual appears to have gone horribly wrong, or perhaps better put, exactly as intended, transporting myself and our entire field crew to Phlegethos, the fourth circle of Bator, or better known as the Nine Hells. I am currently surrounded by ash, fire, and lava. The heat is practically unbearable. I'd be crying if all the moisture hadn't already evaporated from my body. I have nothing to report on the occult activity, but we have managed to gain some information from locals at the cost of our mortal souls and now have a top-down report of the Nine Hells. Starting at the tippity top in Avernus, the blood war rages on. Uncountable legions of devils march against the demons, trying their best to push them back into the abyss as they sail their way up the river Styx. That very same river trickles right down into Dis, the second circle, frothing past the Iron City, which burns red hot, its inhabitants consisting of prisoners of war and the souls of the damned, burning in eternal torment, not helped by acrid mists that rise from the third circle, Minaros, where the city of chains sits in the center of a poison swamp ruled over by Mammon, the lord of avarice. Mammon has been accruing wealth for untold eons and is still only the second wealthiest being in the entire universe, second only to Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Here we find ourselves, myself and the crew, in Phlegethos, the fourth circle, where the Lord of Pain and Suffering, Belial, rules with an iron and seductive fist. Our polls indicate that he is the sexiest of all the lords of the hells. Right down below us, though, is the fifth circle, Stygia. Quite the opposite. It was previously cold, but the tomb of Levistus is melting, giving way to balmy conditions, giving us a large lake and some flora, even. It's impossible to say, though, the effects of the reemergence of the Devil Prince, but we're just going to have to wait and see. As for the remaining four circles, Malbolge, Maladomini, Cania, and Nessus, not much is known, except for that in Nessus, Victoria, as you know, in that ninth circle, Asmodeus is plotting his grand victory.
Lucas, as Americans, war is bad unless we say so. And as the unsanctioned war, the blood war must end. Is there any end in sight for this conflict?
Well, Victoria, the war has been raging on for eons, although there are whispers that Asmodeus has a dark plot involving the god of mages, Azoth. Our expert in the field, our boom op Mike, jeez, he says that Asmodeus might be planning to obtain greater godhood, but until then, unless you're in Cania or Stygia, hell is just going to keep on burning. Reporting live for News Watching, I'm Lucas Kaufman.
Thank you, Lucas. Coming up on News Watching, tensions rise as fantasy football turns violent. And after that, a new hit single from pop star Pete Johannes titled Let Me Back in School Zones. You're watching News Watching.